I'm using VPN. Otherwise, it's not
Yeah,
working at all.
I
So
know that.
that's
I
what we
know that
have.
the YouTube is not working in Russia right now. I know very well. Okay, the dog looks
Yes.
so good, so pretty. Okay, can you
Yes, puppies also, but I guess.
okay,
Mhm.
can you represent a little bit the name of the dog and the age?
Yes, of course. So the male you see now close to the door,
Uh huh.
his name is Paul Worm. In February, he will be 10 years old.
Okay.
He is the father of this puppy. So now, and the female, Hannah. Mm-hmm. Her name is Hazina, the full name,
I
shortcut Hannah.
I think I remember
She is
this
three
dog.
years. Yes, she's 3 years old.
Mhm.
Both of them are exported from the flocks of Tajikistan.
From
Balbon?
Tajikistan. Mhm.
Yes, Balbon. Balbon, come here. Ah, somebody's there, so he. Ay, сюда, Balbon.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that.
Ay, bravo. Ay, bravo. Ay, bravo. Ah.
So he is 10 years old, right?
Yes, he's 10 years old in a month.
And a puppy, how much is 20, 25, 45 days or 2 months? This small one.
A little more than 45. They are 50 days. Not
50 days.
2 months, but
Okay.
50 days.
Yeah, I see that are not
Mm-hmm.
2 months. Okay,
Yes, yes, a little less than 2 months.
that's cool. That's
Yes.
cool. That's cool.
There was three puppies,
Mhm.
two males and two females, and one got the owner came to my territory and took one male already.
Mhm.
He's very happy, sending me pictures and
Mhm.
something like that.
Okay, people are
Yeah.
joined to the chat. So hi everybody and welcome to the live
Yes,
stream.
I see that.
So
Mhm.
okay, Bella, you can find a comfortable spot. That puppy doesn't want to leave us. Need to be alive. I see. But you can
No, no,
find the
no. I will stay here. It's okay. It's not so freezing. You see the good sundown,
Mhm.
sunset. So I'm here. I'm feeling good. So I'll be working. If I'll be tired, I have a chair. So that's everything is good.
Okay, okay. I
The,
understand.
the, the only problem is the internet. So I hope it will be stable. No more problem.
Yeah, I let's hope for the best because I know that you are using the VPN because the YouTube has not access in Russia right now. So I was dealing with that problem too. Uh,
Yes,
a
yes.
lot of people are joined to the live. Drajan say hello. Bella from Georgia say
Uh-huh.
hi. A guy, I don't know. Can you read the comment? Can you see the comment?
Yes, yes. I see the comments. I see somebody's
Okay,
asking.
yeah. Maybe he's just wait. He's asking about the mail. So,
Yes, yes. Well, he's a bit more
mhm.
in the winter time.
Can you turn a little
Yes.
bit the camera to yourself, and I'm gonna ask some question, and after we can show again the dog, or you can find the place and sit down.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes, yes,
that's
yes,
good.
yes. Hello to everybody. Nice to meet you. Nice to join you. Thank you for inviting me,
You are very welcome.
Miljano.
You are very
Very nice
welcome.
of you.
You are very welcome about it. No problem. Anytime, anytime. I want to ask you
Mm-hmm.
some question to know a little bit more about you as a dog breeder. So, can you represent yourself, your name, where are you from?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. My name is Julia. I am from Russia.
Hmm.
Uh, I have Aboriginal Central Asian sheep herds from the year of 2010.
Hmm.
The first female I got. So it's about 15 years already. And so I have now four exported dogs from flocks of Tajikistan. And I have one female, the daughter of the male that you see, Pulwon. And the other female, Chokar, she's on a different territory, and I guess we will not see her today.
Okay.
So something about that.
So, when it started the passion for these dogs, for Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog, when you start with these patients?
When and why? When
Yeah,
is
what?
it that the year 2010?
2010. So that was the
Yeah.
first time that you saw those dogs.
Well, yes, the short story, I mean, to make
Mm-hmm.
a long story short,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Julia. Let's see, because she was Julia. Can you find the spot? Because when you
yeah.
move too much, the internet lose because of the VPN. Can you find the right spot and sit just to make a little bit the
Yes.
internet connection more stable? That's why. Because I don't want you even to get cold. It's Can you find a spot, sit down to feel comfortable, and let's.
Uh, I'm okay. If I'll get cold, you'll know about it. I got the puppy, a little one, about 2 months old, from the factory breeders, Central Asian Shepherds, and actually, she was she started have problems with hind legs, and so we had to do the surgery, a very expensive surgery. We did it, and actually, it helped, but while the surgery, the puppy got disease, and it was very, although it's past 15 years, but still, when I talk about it, it's like almost tears in my eyes. So the puppy died on my eyes. Finally, after all this, I had this puppy. I was looking for these dogs, and I saw the Aboriginal ones. I saw the beautiful photos of Alihon and Latifi. I think they started their YouTube channel by that time already. It's
Mm-hmm.
uh, it's about, so yes, and I just fell in love with these dogs. I was reading all everything that Latif and Alihon was writing about them. I was
Mm-hmm.
watching these pictures, and I saw that it's totally different dogs. Totally, it's like a different breed actually. And most of it was that I understood that these dogs are they have perfect health, and because of this thing with this puppy, with the surgery and all this stuff, it was that the main thing that I just promised myself that the next dog that I will have will never ever will have any problems with its legs. So
So.
Central Asian Sheepherds.
Mm-hmm.
No problem with the legs, no problem with anything, no problem with health at all. The only thing that we do once a year, it's a vaccination,
Uh-huh.
because we have rabies, we have hogs here around
Yeah,
my
it's
territory.
important. It is very
Yes,
important.
yes, yes, that's it. Polwon is 10 years. I have another male, Tash. He's 13 years old, and
Mm-hmm. Oh, start a little bit disconnect. So, guys, sorry about this disconnect. She's using a VPN, so we have to understand. It's not that she has a stable connection. A little bit disconnect, but no problem. I explain to people that it's happened because of the VPN, so they understand us.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yes. So, Julia, so your first. Uh huh.
And it's clear for now why it's.
So the first puppy that you had, you said that you had a modern Central Asian Shepherd dog, or what we call today Alabai, right?
Yes, that's
And
it. Yes,
and
that's right.
because of the modern breed, they present a lot of healthy issues, and you were disappointed. That's why you go for the Aboriginal line, for the archaic line of Central Asian Shepherd dog, or the original line, what we call.
Yes, that's true.
So that's good. That's good. You maybe see my video when I talk and I represent the difference between original or Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog and the modern Central Asian Shepherd dog, because I get a lot of criticism about this.
Well, I saw your video. I have my own videos about the comparing the
Hmm.
and also a lot of people are telling me that I don't know what they're telling because the difference is obvious. I just put together some pictures of modern and Aboriginal. That's it.
Hmm.
That's it, actually. So you can see it all with your own eyes. It's not that I'm telling lies or something.
Yes.
You see, it's all with your own eyes. But the thing that people just don't want to this information. For some of them, it's like. Very
I,
unusual. They have big, huge, as they think, beautiful dogs, and then you see Aboriginal.
yes. Okay. Another disconnection. Okay, let's wait a little bit. It happened. She is not in the perfect condition. She's outside in the snow using the VPN. So we have to understand Julia. Mm. Julia, can you find a little bit of spot, please, and sit, because the connection it's not the best. That's why. So are you using YouTube right now with
Yes,
the
yes.
VPN outside?
I mean,
You are using internet
yes,
of the phone?
yes. It's not taking here too
Okay.
far.
Uh, if you don't mind, if you get a spot just to sit and to talk, just to talk normal, I'm gonna ask a little bit more
Hmm.
question about the dog. Now we have a good connection, but I don't want you to stay outside. Maybe it's cold or something like that. So if you
No, no, no. I'm fine. It's not cold at all.
okay, uh, so
But
I
I
see
don't know
that
if connection. No,
I
I'm
see that
sitting. I'm ready.
you're training your dog for the self protection, right?
Say it again, please.
I I saw in your videos that you are training your dog for self protection,
Say it again. I guess they.
for self guard, for self protection.
I guess the sitting place.
Okay, okay, okay. I can make the question again, so no problem. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, please do so. I think on this spot is good. So now I'm sitting and I'm
Okay.
not moving. Please, please ask again.
Can you talk a little bit about how you training your dog, and for what purpose you are breeding those dogs?
I see the picture, but I don't hear you. I don't know if you hear me.
Mhm. I can hear you very well. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay. Julia, I can see you, but I don't know. Can you hear me? You don't hear me. Uh, Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Actually, connection show the whole scale. I don't know why is
Oh,
that. Maybe it's VPN.
maybe it's VPN. Uh, can you tell me
Yes,
for?
yes.
Can you tell? Can
Well,
you?
if you give me about 20 seconds, I will.
Okay, I can give you 20 seconds. No problem. Take your time. So we're gonna wait a little bit because she's not focused too much on the comment, but I'm gonna read comment of I got me out. Okay, damn it. How to send it? Wait a second, guys. She she got out because okay, she got out, and I think that I have to go out too. Okay, she's in. Oh, you are in, so no problem. Even if you go
Yeah.
out,
Yes.
even if you
Mm-hmm,
go,
mm-hmm.
if you even if you go out now, you know that you have the link, and you click the link, and you enter in the live chat together. Julia, can you tell me about the
Okay. Yes,
purpose
I
of
got
the
it.
breeding of this dog? For what purpose you breed this dog?
Tell about.
Purpose of breeding. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes, yes. I hear. Well, the
Uh-huh.
has a fence. That now I have um, a, a bit more. I don't know that the measures are different, so I'm confused. But the territory is very big, and so these dogs are. Yes, these dogs are excellent guarders, and my house is. Yeah, I'll just show now. It's next to the forest.
Mhm. How
Now,
large is this?
and so
How large is your territory?
that's what I was telling. It's about I have three territory
Mm-hmm.
square meters. Is
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
Yes, you
I
are
see
back. Yeah, I can see it.
100 square meters, and I have about and square meters that are without a fence so
Oh,
far.
that's a huge territory. And where you are located? In which part of Russia? Can you hear me?
I don't hear you again. Sorry.
I'm asking a question. Where are you located? In which part of Russia you are located?
I'm located
Oh,
200
far from
kilometers from
Moscow. That's
Moscow.
cool.
The yes, the name of the city is Vladimir, and I'm about 50 kilometers from it. towards the
Oh,
Moscow. So
that's good. That's good. I have saw some video about your dog that you are training them to like to attack people for self protection mostly. Or is this about self protection, or is this that the dog must be ready when the foreign people or introduce to enter in your territory, and those dog must protect against the thiefer?
well, actually both.
Mm-hmm.
In the first place, yes, I want to be sure that the work
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be sure myself, other people to be able to
Mm-hmm.
the way they
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's very fair because people must be educated because there are too many skeptic people around, and they because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of information, and they don't know about those dogs, and it's very important to see how those dogs perform.
yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I agree about that. Uh, Question: do you sell dog? Can you import dog outside Russia? Because people may be interesting to buy your dogs. Because there are.
Well,
Mhm,
yes, we have. Yes, I do export my puppies all over the.
mhm,
Puppies all over the world. Puppy in US. It's such the
rabies vaccine.
and for now, yes, exactly. So for now, the entering to the U.S. Union is after 6 or 7 months. No other problems.
Oh, that's pretty cool because I'm gonna put uh your channel, and if somebody, even if they gonna ask me in my private social media like Instagram and Facebook, I can give your contact and they can contact you when they are interested to buy the puppy. Did you hear me? Okay, no problem. You are all the time welcome. Drajan, what's the problem with the live? Can you guys hear us? Write in the comment that you can hear us very well or not. And if you have any question about for Julia, you can write, and I'm gonna make a question to Julia, so she gonna respond to you guys. Julia, I when I start to, it's say one person say terrible. It's Are you talking about terrible about the connection of
I see.
Julia? Oh, you can hear us. Okay, let's. Okay, for Julia, it's a little bit.
Yes, I hear.
It's a little bit, but I'm gonna upload. Julia is cut. What about now? Julia is in. The kennel is located in Russia, near to the Moscow, and the breed Aboriginal livestock guardian dog from Central Asia, from Tajikistan. Okay, now it's better. Okay,
Yes, this connection is terrible.
I'm going. I explained to them said that the connection will be not good because of the VPN before I go live, so they
Yes.
noticed that. But they ask
Mhm.
about this interview with you to not just to promote, but to tell some truth about the real Central Asian Shepherd dog because they think that those huge dog, they think that they are the real one, but actually they are fabricated dog.
Exactly. Yes. This is a right thing that you're saying. Exactly like
Yes.
this. The true one is the Aboriginal of years. They live the same way they live for now, and
Yes.
that's the main
Yes.
point.
That's true. That's true. Can you tell us a little bit the size of the dog? The size of adult dog?
Very interesting. Yes. Yes. The male pull one we see it right now. So his weight
Uh-huh.
about 50. Hello there. Yes. It's about 55
55
kilograms.
kilograms.
His height, yes, his height is 74 centimeters.
74 centimeter to the shoulder.
Yes, to the shoulder.
Hmm.
And in summer kilograms less, he
Yeah.
weighs about 43, 45 kilograms, not more.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I understand this because dog. Hmm. Yes. Yes.
Hear you?
Yes. The
Yes.
females. Mhm. Yes.
5 kilograms. Now she was 43 kilograms. Her height is 70.
72 centimeters. Okay. I understand that the female has a little bit gap for the size compared with a male. They are a little bit less. They are a little bit smaller than a male. That's normal. It's in all breeds. Bella,
Yes.
I know that the connection it's not the best, but I'm gonna upload the video, this live stream in YouTube, and you guys you can see. Maybe it will be better when you upload. So we already know that she's using VPN, so we have to understand this. I'm trying. We are trying our best. That's why. So you guys, you have to understand that uh, it is the condition. That's why. Okay, the puppy looks so cute. Very cute. It
Yeah.
reminds me a dog, this puppy that you just pet right now that you are cuddling. It reminds me a dog, uh, the name Babai. If you remember, Babai from Moldova was an alibi, like not show line, but still was modern. Uh, was not Aboriginal, but very similar to this puppy, especially
Hmm.
the color. And
I
that dog.
see.
Mm, and was very famous dog in that time. Okay, that's pretty, very pretty dogs. Very
Yes, thank
beautiful
you.
puppy. Very beautiful puppy. So that's good that you can import puppy outside Russia. This is very important to know to everybody that is serious, interesting to get puppy, which they are real Aboriginal and people who are disappointed with those modern Central Asian Shepherd dogs without performance. Uh, can you tell us a little bit the temperament of those dogs? Yes, I can hear you.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The last thing I
Yeah,
didn't hear. Tell about
about
what?
temperament of the dog. The characteristic,
Temperament.
yes, the characteristic of the dogs, how they perform
Uh-huh.
in a
Uh-huh.
form of performance.
Uh-huh. I see. Well, they are different actually. The pole one that you see now, or don't see. He's hiding. He's very choleric. He's very fast. He's very pretty angry.
Uh, but 10 years old male. Okay, she disconnect. 10 years old male, and he's looking very good condition for this age. 10 years old is not young, but the condition is very good. So it this show that Aboriginal live longer than modern Central Asian Shepherd Dog. The Aboriginal or the original Central Asian Shepherd Dog has better health, has longevity. It's far away compare. It's compare with a modern Central Asian Shepherd Dog. So longevity of this
Yes,
dog, it's
yes. I guess
more.
if I. Mhm. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes, the age is a big problem. Many people calls me and tells me their dog left at 3 years old, at 5 years old. It's something unbelievable for me because those dogs they live minimum 10 years old. It's a minimum. Yes, you see, Paul Vaughan, he's 10 years old and he's. I can't even say that it's an old dog. He's not an old dog. He's just
Yeah.
a dog in a good condition. That's it.
Mhm. Yes. No, we're just talking about the number, not about how it looks like. He looks perfect in this moment. He looks young. He's not showing no weakness, no muscle atrophy or something like that. And that's the beauty of Aboriginal.
Yes, yes, that's true.
That's why. Because if we go and talk about the modern Central Asian Shepherd Dog, in this age, they are completely down. They are in downfall. They feel pain, joint pain, healthy issues are obvious on them. The performance is almost disappear, and most of the time they are lethargic. Most of the time they are just resting. They cannot perform, they cannot do nothing. And that's the difference between Aboriginal and the Central Asian Shepherd. One of the biggest difference
Yes,
compare with
and
the.
the one more, mhm, and one more very important thing is that my dogs they eat very little. The 700 grams per day,
Mhm.
and 1 day a week.
What kind of food you feed them? Hmm. Okay, we have a disconnection. We had a disconnection. Can you repeat again, please? We
Say it
we
again.
have we have a disconnection. Can you repeat again?
Uh huh. I
Mhm. Can you repeat again about the feeding of the dog and how much they eat and how many times per day you feed them?
mm-hmm. In summer
Mhm. Mhm.
dog, in the winter time, and it's a huge difference because much more every day. And
Yes, the modern day they are the mastiff type, so they consume a lot of food because of the large body and because of the genetic of the modern mastiff. They require a lot of food compared with Aboriginal. No, I was just explaining that the more. Hmm. Next time, Julia, we're gonna go for the podcast, not in the YouTube. We're gonna record the podcast. Yes, yes, please. No problem. No problem about that. So, uh, do you want to end this live stream, Julia? Julia, I lost it. Connection, it's not good. Maybe I need to do a podcast. Julia, can you hear me now? Do you want to do you want to to end for today this live stream, and
Yes,
we can do it better next time?
people, and I don't want them to be
Yeah, no
disappointed.
problem.
Yes.
They will not disappoint you. They understand. Can understand the condition that we are doing this live. So the mother is playing with puppy, you know.
Yes.
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 Okay, Julia. Thank you very much for being part of this live stream. I'm gonna put your channel. I'm gonna mention your channel in my title and the description of this live. Uh, and
Yes. Thank you.
everybody can see your channel, can subscribe to your channel, and people that are interested to buy puppy, she can deliver puppy all over the world. So you guys, you have this benefit. If somebody need a Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog, a real guardian dog, so why not to contact with Julia? Julia, maybe it's the time for Julia to. I think we keep it enough. She was outside in snow, so I think we have to respect and value her effort that she put to be in the life. So yes, I understand the connection was not the best, and you guys can understand us. We try to do it the best for you. We try a little bit to do the live, but I'm gonna do a podcast with Julia, and it will be much better. So I think can Emiliano repeat in short all of this? What do you want to repeat, Drajan? Can you be a little bit more specific in this? The lifespan of this dog. The lifespan of those dogs can go, for example, depend where who is keeping. If they are going in, if they are keeping in livestock, the lifespan, or if you are keeping in the artificial nursery, for example, or in the farm or in private territory, the lifespan is a little bit more longer because the condition that she is giving, for example, the vaccine, giving on time, all the treatment giving on time, increase the lifespan of the dog. The lifespan of them is between 10 to 15 years old. I've seen Aboriginal goes to 22 years old. And I've seen a dog in Azerbaijan was 22 years old. Just for information about the lifespan. I can respond to this question uh, because she already left, but uh, hold on, it's me. I know the lifespan of this. I've studied livestock guardian dog and Aboriginal for a long period of time. And I bet that nobody studied them in the genetic and everything about gathering all the information, genetic connection, the origin, and everything about them. So deep. So I can respond you this. Uh, I put a poll and but because she respond to me and say that Emiliano, I'm ready to do the live stream. I wake up in the morning, so I wake up in 7 o'clock. We had a confirmation for the live stream in 1 o'clock a.m. with my time. She just sent a message to me. I feel better. We can do the live stream tomorrow, and because she was available, I didn't want to say, hey, let's do it a little bit like this. And she told me that I will come in a little bit for the time different zone. She is about 8 hours ahead. Moscow with Boston, it's 8 hour ahead, so you have to understand. And she decided to be in the life in like 4 o'clock, not to be so dark, that you guys to see the dogs. That's why I decided to make this live stream today earlier that normal because of this. So and I don't want it that you guys to, because you ask it many times. I need Julia to be, and we did it. Okay, no connection was not the best, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a podcast with her, and I think this podcast it will be better because we don't need VPN or something like that. So you're gonna hear almost the full story. It's better to do it in the podcast for the reason because YouTube is not working in Russia. YouTube is blocked in Russia, so you have to understand this. So she is using the VPN, but the VPN can open YouTube, but the connection it's not the best because VPN uh, impact in the performance of the internet. Who is using VPN know that when you open VPN, the performance of the internet it's not the best. That's why we have the disconnection about that. That's why. So, but I'm here, so we can continue the live. I will not stop the live. The live is okay. So let's see. I have battery. I have everything. We can talk for Maremano Abruzzo if you guys like it. Depend on you. I can answer you free question, which should not be only related to one breed of dog or something like that, but even to your personal dog or personal pet that you have any concern. I'm open to to respond about that. So who is in live right now? Can you write the name? And I want to know, for example, hello from Georgia, Levan Karachava. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Bella Emiliano Marema dog, white, fluffy. Actually, there are two type of Marema too, like Central Asian Shepherd dog. They are a dog from artificial nursery, and they are real shepherd dog. They are not so much in touch about that. The difference between Marema and Agabash. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this difference. Marema Bruzo. Levsan Akcharav. Oh, sorry if I pronounce the name bad or mistakenly. So Maremma, Abruzzo, they are in the south of Italy. Okay, I'm gonna not go so deep where are spread Maremma in south or in north. They are used both in south and in north. Uh, the long hair type is the Highlander. Is the Highlander. But let's talk a little bit to give a little bit of story of Maremma Abruzzo. So the origin of Maremma Abruzzo for all of you guys, uh, the dog in territory of Italia and the origin of them came from the Balkan. They are mentioned by the writer like Aristotle and Virgil for the first time about the Molossian dogs. But when you talk to the Molossian dog, uh, there was a little bit strange because we actually didn't know what they call Molossian. They call Molossian the hunting dog, or they call Molossian the livestock guardian dogs. If we refer it to the livestock guardian dog, and Aristotle was mentioned in the territory of Molossia, which is now modern day south part of Albania and some north part of Greece. So basically, I came from that territory. I was born in that territory. I know this territory. And the highest mountain, we have a lot of high mountain, but the highest mountain in the territory of Molossia are the mountain of Pind. Uh, Julia, I say I'm sorry about this, but we understand, Julia. I'm gonna just talk a little bit to go in deep in ancient times, so I'm gonna come back uh, in the modern time of Maremma Abruzzo. So, are the mountain of Pint, the most highest one, the highland of that territory? We have the territory is pretty much with highland. Yes, to Epirus, uh, to Epirus territory are those mountain. And the dog that perform in those mountain were the dog like Highlander dog of Black Sea. We see that, for example, even in the Shar Mountain, we have a Sharplaninak, but the original one. I'm not going, for example, for Sharplaninak of ex Yugoslavia or the dog in Georgia. We have Highlander, and the Highlander have different colors. One of the colors was the white one. For the guys that Bella can confirm this, which is from Georgia. Drajan can confirm that we have white Sharplaninak too. Uh, and Italian, for example, because of the sheep and because of the highland, they prefer to select from those highland the white color. And the origin of them, it's the Balkan. Where those dogs came in Balkan, they came from the Middle East, from the Caucasian region. They come. So around the Black Sea, when the shepherd and the Anatolian farmers migrated, this is the origin of them. Yes, they have the close related with Agbash. And in Italia was two type, was Maremma and Abruzzo. One was short hair or normal hair, and another one was the longer hair because of the high altitude uh, performance. Performance in high altitude. It is the same as Agbash, not typical the same as Agbash, not 100% the same of Akbash, but there are dog, and uh, I have the archive of the Aboriginal livestock guardian dog in Italia, and a lot of dog looks like Akbash, and they are dog with long hair too. So we have two type of dogs. I'm not just going for the names, but I'm gonna going what we have in general. What we have in general, we have two types of dog: short hair or normal hair, and the one that is a longer hair, Old Slovak Kovac. Originated from Anatolia, so it's close related with Akbash. Even in Anatolia, they were dogs, or they were like an Akbash, or the white shepherd dog. The territory that they perform, they had longer hair, or longer fur than normal. I'm from Hungary, no problem. Slovak Hungary. They are very, no, Slovak is near to Poland, if I'm not wrong. Hungary is near to us in the Balkan. And Maramano, they are like 40 to 55 for males, 73 centimeter, 75 centimeter, depend. They produce, or they have a little bit larger head compared with Akbash, which give a little bit similarity to Georgian uh, Aboriginal shepherd dog in the South Caucasian territory. They have very similar that head, the huge head, round head, like a bear head. And they were some exemplar which were more slim, more athletic, but the Highlander was more more dense, more wide in body, more wide in chest, more thick bones. The fur was is thick, and the hair is very harsh. Double head coat, very harsh hair. It's significant for Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog because modern breed doesn't has doesn't have harsh coat. They have smooth coat. Aboriginal are characterized by harsh double coat. For the people who don't know this, and because of one of the mutation, some of them show a curly hair. It's like a mutation. If I miss any details about Marema, you guys can. Yes, but I'm not talking about this, Drazan. Let's focus on. Don't spread me in another type of dogs because I'm gonna lose to the topic. I'm gonna not say to the topic. You know me. If you say something, I'm gonna go in that topic, and I will forget the main topic. If Julia is watching us in the live, we just need to thank her for being available in a lot of difficult. Trust, guys, we try the best. I've been in Russia uh, last year and was terrible. about this. Was very, very terrible connection. You cannot use social media like Telegram, not Telegram, Instagram, what else? YouTube, you cannot use. They have blocked. The government has blocked. So you have to understand. She is using the VPN, and but the connection was not good. So I'm gonna do it a Zoom podcast with her, and the conversation will be very clear, and you will know her better. So Marema dog, the bloodline of them, the origin of them is Asia, Balkan, Italia. This is the road. Emiliano, if Marema dog is a good livestock guardian, or if it were up to you, which one would you choose, Marema or Akbash for livestock guardian? Depend of the if you live in the Alpine territory in a highland, I will prefer Marema because they are better adaptive to the harsh and cold environment. For the steppen dog, Akbash, no doubt, because in the steppe territory, the winter it's not, I will say, harsh, but we in those territory in the steppe in the summer it's a little bit too hot. And Akbash it's better because the fur is shorter than Marema. And the agility of Akbash, it's I'm gonna say that the dog is more agile. The performance on Akbash, the speed, uh, because of the anatomic structure, give Akbash more advantage in this side. If you see in this view, Akbash is agility, speed, uh, has more advantage in this. The dog is more athletic. It's longer, not because Marema is not longer, but it's more solid as a dog. It's anatomical. It's built more solid dog. Akbash has a close anatomy structure like a kangal. So we have to understand this. I hope people didn't disappointed in this live, which I did it with Julia. If they disappointed, guys, I explained I couldn't do too much. I wake up in 6:30 in the morning to do it. This to prepare and to do it. So you have to understand this. It's Sunday. I would for me why I not to sleep and I would just go alive with find the topic, but because I give the words and I wanted to keep my words to you guys, that's why I did it. If you appreciate it, okay. If you don't appreciate it, for me, it doesn't make any sense, any difference. And in the Highland, dogs can be so agile maybe geographic location influence dog agile too, or does not matter. Ah, it doesn't mean that they are not agile. It doesn't mean they are not agile. For sure that the dog I said more agile. Not because they are not agile. For sure the dog are agile. They have work ethic. They are very good livestock guardian dog. So they perform well. The wolf in Italia, it's not so big compared with the wolf in East Europe. It's larger. This Euro-Asian wolf uh, in East Europe is larger than wolf there in Italia. But wolf is wolf. Should not should not neglect. Sorry, guys. And this is true. This is confirmation that wolves should not be neglected. Doesn't mean it's small. It's big or huge. Wolf will do the damage. It's period. Damn, it's a little bit cold here in Boston today, especially in the morning. Especially in the morning, it's cold weather. I believe that Mariama is more to be closer to livestock, Akbash more to bigger radius of action. Yes, I I know what you mean about that. Akbash is more has the tendency to chase the predator far away from livestock. Marema it's more territorial and close to the livestock. But I have saw, for example, from the artificial nursery that breed Marema, they start to spoil it, the breed. They start to breed the dog that are too bulky, uh, short legs. In livestock, dog should not has short legs. I've seen, for example, if Bella is here, period, and I'm an expert about uh, the livestock guardian dog. Many dog in Georgia, there is the type of them. They are bulky, big head. The hair is short to normal, something like that. But they are too bulky, too solid dog. The legs are not so long to provide the agility of to move that body. Yes, they can run fast, but for short distance. And the gap in running, it doesn't give that float. For example, to catch the wolf, you cannot catch the wolf with that dog. You need the wolf to fall, to get tripped. It's impossible for those dogs to catch the wolf. Only if they have a physical contact and the wolf decide to have the physical contact, those dogs will catch the wolf because the anatomy. We have some dogs in Albania too, very similar to Georgian. The body is short. It's that doesn't has a long body. The legs are like 50% with the wide of the chest, and the 50% are legs. S- Doesn't give the agility of the dog. Yes, in Tusheti in Georgia, for example, I've saw very good uh, Aboriginal. They don't have that problem. They are not so bulky. In Kazbek mountain, if I'm not wrong about the location, I say some bulky dog. Yes, they are Aboriginal, but they are too bulky. And I don't like that uh, anatomy structure on them. And this is the factor. In US is more popular Great Pyrenees, Maremma, mix of them, Anatolian Shepherd, Agbax mix, all of them mix, Caucasian Shepherd, Sharpaninak. The livestock culture in America is different compared with livestock culture in East Europe and Asia. Here in America, they have intensive farm. Only far away in Texas, they have those huge, large ranch, which they allow cattle to graze in the huge territory. Most of the people, for example, that has those dogs, they keep in those dogs in intensive farm, surrounded by fences. If you understand what you mean. In Balkan, shepherd migrate in mountain. They are seasonably great. In winter, they come down near to the village. In summer, they go in the mountain to find pasture, to feed the livestock culture which they breed. In Canada, Sharplanina, and in a new time, they try Kubas because they have the opportunity to get those dogs. That's why. That's the limit of them. They have those opportunity to get those dogs. Plus, the original Sharplanina perform very well, very well as a dog. It's very good performance. It's not bad performance. But if you see, for example, the Sharplaninak for in the time of ex-Yugoslavia, they had the same problem with Caucasian Shepherd, short leg. If you go in the mountain, Sharplaninak was normal. They have pretty much the legs are longer compared with the the wide of the body. But still not depend of the dog from the dog has those difference. Uh they show up. Some dogs they have long, some dogs have uh not so long legs. But if the dog is heavy and has short legs, the movement, the floating is limited in that dog. And the dog tired very fast. Compare with the dog that has longer leg, like wolf. Why the wolf are very good in speeding, in endurance. Wolves are mostly related to the endurance. When they go to hunt animals, they use their endurance related to the endurance to tire the prey. And for sure the compatibility in the flock. Aboriginal long coat Nagazi dog have long leg. Today in publish a video where in the show how those dogs look like. Yes. Yes, they are about 45 to 55 kilogram. Which are you talking about? The Sharplaninak? Almost all Aboriginal are around this uh, weight range. The Highlander is heavier. It's all the time heavier. The Highlander. It's heavier than Step Dog. The Highlander had the tendency to be a little bit larger and more heavy. This related with the reproduct track maturity too. In the highland, we have a slowdown. In the steppe, when the temperature are more warm, the female come in heat earlier. And this is related to people too. It's very important to understand the hormonal uh, effect on the body. It's very important. The cascade of the hormones, and especially the hormones which are the steroid hormones that the body produce, or the sexual hormones called different, like testosterone, dihydrotestosterone in male, estrogen, estradiol, and progesterone uh, during the pregnancy. The balance of those hormones can impact in the growth of the animal and in the growth of human too. All the time, if you pay attention in the cold territory, in the cold environment, people tend to be taller, tend to be larger. In the warm place, uh, I'm gonna say people tend to be like an average, not so tall. I'm not talking about a rare exemplar. I'm talking about average, in average. When it's cold, they tend to be bigger and larger. And the climate, uh, it's one of the factors. The oxygen level, uh, the cold impact of the body has very higher impact of the body, and especially in all over hormones. It's very important. As very related. Yes, in Bosnia Mountain, Romania are very tall. That's what I'm explaining. That's why the Highlander is larger dog compared with the Stepan dog. They tend to be more smaller. I'm not sure. Maybe Drajan can correct me in this part. Uh, Steroid hormones, when they release early, in early age, and in a higher dose, especially in the warm places. They have the tendency to be early, and the body maturity early doesn't give enough time for the body to grow up because of those hormonal, and especially during the pregnancy of the woman has almost very high impact in growth. Especially the pregnancy stop grow of the individual, especially in the female. If the female become pregnant in early age because of those hormones, they stop and they start to calcify uh, the the plate of growth, which are in the bones, in the long bones. We have some growth plate, and in that moment they are not calcify. They are like cartilago, and because of those hormones, they tend to calcify those growth plate, which are in the long bone of the body, in a radius, in femur, in tibia. It's radius and ulna, femur, tibia and fibia. If I pronounce very well, because let me tell you something, my English is not my first language, but I'm talking about for the long. So those disc, or those plate, growth plate, so how was a little bit the explanation about the growth and how the hormone impact in the body? Can you give us your knowledge, Drajan? Because I explained in my way, but I'm not sure was the best explanation that I did it, because I know that the hormone play huge impact in growth. I start the life so early today. Well, not bad. So you see, most of the male, we know that they can grow 18 to 20 years old. It's the period of the stop of the growth. I'm talking about in height. So you see, in the cold place, they can go taller and they can grow. This gap can go further to 26 years old. I understand this. I want to explain why it happened. I understand this, Drajan. I'm telling you the explanation that I did it about the growth of individual, uh, human and animals. Yes, you're right. Female, if start grow earlier, means they totally grow smaller than average. And the pregnancy, if the female start to be pregnant, the chance to grow are very smaller, to get taller. So the hormones have a huge impact. The plate of grow, which are in the long bone of the body, they start to calcify because of the hormones in the pregnancy. But the same time is in the warm place. When a person maturity, sexual maturity, I'm talking about the sexual maturity. You understand what does it mean, sexual maturity? I'm talking about the knowledge. I'm not talking about other stuff. So you understand this, and I don't want. When we have a sexual maturity, hormonal sexual maturity in the body early, the tendency of the growth plate in the long bone has the tendency to calcify, which means with the calcify, it means the stop of the growth of those long bones. Uh-huh. Levan, I don't understand who is this Levan and what. Maybe he's talking in Georgia language. Anyway, growth zone in bone are open longer. Calcify, calcification zone. What do you mean about that? Be a little bit more precise. Okay, Drajan, I understand the statement. Can you explain the factor of this growth? I want the factor, please. I want the explanation, the factor that people to understand why this happened. What are the factors that this happened? I just don't want only the statistic. I want the factor. Who is impact in this growth? Why this growth, for example, uh, go further than normal? Factor, please. I need factor, Drajan. Be a little bit. I need a good explanation. What are the factors that impact in the cold environment? Why this growth go further than normal? What is the reason? Who are the factors that indicate? If you know, if you don't know, no problem. It's not a big deal. because we have environment factor, they indicate in our body. Okay, I hear this. I know I want to know a factor. Who are the factor? I know what they are, osteoblast, and the presence of them. But I know who are the factor that indicate or give the rule or order osteoblast, because we have some mediator. Who are those mediator? Because no, it's not just adaptation. Where this adaptation come from? Yeah, it's not just only genetic. Genetic, you if you talk about genetic, the genetic change of this mutation, we can call whatever you want, has to deal with the external factor, which is the cold weather. But can you tell me and explain what the cold weather impact in our body, the impact of the cold weather, how this cold weather, the high altitude impact in our body, because the genetic is exposed to external factor. That's why we have this change in genetic. But can you explain the process of this change, this genetic change, and how they play the roles in the body? If you know, if you don't know, no problem. I've studied about this. That's why. Mhm. Yes, but this is completely too short to just tell, and people will not understand if you don't go in detail to say cold weather and genetic. We understand that we have a external factor, which is the cold weather and the high altitude, and it has impact in genetic. But who are the genetic factor or this change in genetic? Can you explain the process, which is different in the body compared with people that live in hot weather? Anyway, if we don't have those, I explain in my term as the study that I've studied about this. It's not about giant people. It's about not giant people only, the cold weather. Let me give you an example. Amur tiger is the biggest tiger and live in Siberia. It's larger than Indian tiger or Sumerian tiger. You understand? Polar bear is larger than normal bear. No. Okay. I know this. This is are just I know what they are. Everybody knows that in Thailand people are short, but I just explain. I think I explain enough this what's happened. The sexual maturity, people. Uh, when we talk about sexual maturity, the mediator of maturity are the hormones. In the cold weather, this maturity lasts for a long time, and this give to species, animal species, not just the human, give the time to grow larger. This is the way, because steroid hormone that the body produce are strong mediator, which has impact in nucleus of the cells almost all over the body. Those are strong mediator, strong factor that program the cells, and the program of them has impact in the nucleus of the human cells, of the animal cells. Okay, brother, one thing I example, I don't need example, I just explain how it happened. Example, we have, everybody knows the example. I need this, I don't need the example. We have thousands of example, everybody knows the example. I needed the explanation and the process that happen in the body. Example is, it's not clear. When you give just example and when you don't argue the process what happened in the body, it just vanish and people will not understand how it happened. Talk a little bit about growth hormones. Not in Serbian, brother. I We don't know Serbian. Please, in English. Uh huh. Which is not naturally producing pituitary glands. It play a key role in stimulation growth cells, regeneration, and maintain health tissues throughout the body. Yes. Why this hormone disbalance? Because we have a hormone disbalance. In a hot weather and in the cold weather, it's different. Who is spoiled this balance? Who has impact? What are the other hormones that indicate in pituitary glands, if in hypothalamus, and give those signal and start to indicate in osteoblast to calcify the plate growth, which are located in the long bones in our body, because we have a hormone disbalance. Anyway, if I don't want people to make confused about this. For everybody that need to understand this, I will suggest to search, to do research. What happened? It's very important, especially to understand why in cold weather, in high altitude, we people tend to have longer body and bigger body. Even for dogs, happen the same. I've studied about this, what's happened, and short and very easy to explain about the situation is sexual maturity in human and animals in the hot weather has the tendency uh, to be faster than the cold weather. And those hormones indicate in is they give a general indication in hypothalamus, in hypophysa. So we have a hormone disbalance, and they can indicate in osteoblast and the tendency for the growth plate to calcify in the hot weather. Is more faster than in a cold weather. I'm not talking about indifference or ex, in different cases. We have, for example, even in a hot weather, we can have tall people. But I'm not talking about exemplars. I'm talking about in general what happened. I know about what growth hormone too. I know, but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about who stopped the growth, brother. I'm not talking about who is uh, responsible for growth. I'm talking why this hormonal cascade start to be spoiled. I'm telling you. Because hormones doesn't work so independently in the body. Some hormones can indicate in other hormones. It is very important to know. Anyway, I think for the people who want more details about the growth, they can find the information what happened. I just give you an explanation, and especially uh, in the pregnant female, in animal and human, the signal that comes from the pregnancy in hypothalamus and in pituitary glands, the signal that come from during the pregnancy, stop the growth, stop producing the growth hormone, and start the growth plate uh, to be calcified. It happen in animals, and it's in human too. Okay, let's change the topic. I think I was very clear about explaining. I'm gonna explain in the from my veterinarian part during the breeding. Dog, uh, cat, cattle, sheep, goat. If you breed, or if they breed by themselves, in the first hit, they have the tendency, more than 90% of the cases, not to grow more. So you're gonna see small cattle. You're gonna see small female dogs because of this. If you let them and don't breed in the first heat, and I'm gonna say even in the second heat, you can skip. And let's go in the third heat or third estrus. You allow the female because they can come in heat till 6 months old, dog and cat. And in some large breed, they can come 12 to 18 months old. I had my females, she come very late in heat. She come very late in heat. In the large breed, they come late in heat. So uh, the genetic play the part in this, and the genetic uh, change is impact from outside factor, and that give them, if they mature late, and she mature very late, she was keep growing, and she didn't come in heat fast. That's why she was very huge female. Uh, she come very late in heat, and she become very large, 80 kilogram, 85, 83, 85 centimeter tall, very huge one. He come in heat for the first time like 18 months old. So I was very shocked. I didn't see heat on her. I say, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with this female? What is wrong with this female? But he come and hit very late. So she had a late maturity, very late maturity, sexuality. And this give impact to her to grow. And I have to say that there are some uh, drugs that impact the growth plate in the long bones. There are some drugs, like some antibiotic, which I will mention the macrolide and fluoroquinolone, like marbofloxacin. Be careful because they impact in the growth plate when you use those antibiotic to treat your dog from different infections. What would you say about the Portuguese Estrela dog? Your opinion is interesting. Oh, those Highlander dog has the same origin, like Marema. They are very similar to Black Sea dog, to the Black Sea territory dog. Very similar one. Uh, the origin is the same, so it's is East Europe that they were spread. Yeah, very similar to like Sharplaninak or to the dog, like to the Highlander type of Caucasian Shepherd. Very similar, and they think they have a close related to them. Ciprofloxacin, it's very good for treating urinary tract infection. Marbofloxacin, ciprofloxacin. Uh, yes, they have side effect on bones, especially if you use them in kids. For example, in dogs, we know that those macrolide can impact in the growth plate. They can stop growth in dogs. You have to consult. People must consult with physician about this. Do they have the same impact that they have in animals? Because in animals they have this impact. What else says? Hold on a second. What antibiotic has this impact? I think there is another antibiotic group that can impact. Because some antibiotic has some side effect. Uh, Gentamicin, for example, it's very toxic, and people should not use in the ear infection because they can give that toxicity. For example, I've saw the paradox in veterinarian. Some cream, ointment cream, uh, some ointment cream, they have gentamicin that they use for the ear infection in dog, which is very toxic. And your dog may lose the sign of hearing, may be deaf, because it's very toxic for vestibulocochlear nerve. Has very strong impact in this toxicity, and it's made study. So it's important to read the label when you use. It's very important. Make some research. It's not bad to make research. It's always good making research. And I don't know why they use that, because it shows those toxicity. Gentamicin is used as an additive too in the vaccines, and they can get, or animals can get, anaphylactic shock because of this. Some puppy can show those allergy type because of the gentamicin present in the vaccines. In Merck, I've read that it is present in the December vaccine. I'm not sure now did they change it or not, but in the Merck, uh, which produced the December one, the gentamicin was present in vaccine, and they gave anaphylactic shock in dog. We had we had one case. Uh, we had one case. Was brother of my dog, so we would almost we lost that puppy when we did that vaccines. Show up immediately a few hours after vaccine the anaphylactic shock, the vaccine reaction. So we try with corticosteroids to suppress the reaction of immune system in the body. And it happened in the breeder place in Karachay, Cherkezia. He told me that he did Merck. I'm not sure did he lie me or something like that, but he told me that he did Merck. But we have so many times that Merck sometimes give those side effect. when we do Zoetis or the Pfizer distemper, I never see any cases with this. Can we first test like a human to show if the dog get anaphylactic shock to avoid? How you gonna find out? How you gonna find out if you don't do the vaccine? You cannot find out. For example, yeah, many drugs can damage hearing. Some ototoxic drugs, including antibiotics, streptomycin. Yes, all this group of streptomycin, gentamicin, it's ototoxic. They are aminoglycoside family. If I'm not wrong, I spelled it maybe not very correct in English. But for example, beta lactam are amoxicillin, ampicillin, amoxy. One, what else is penicillinium? And even if you use local, those group of antibiotic like streptomycin, gentamicin, don't pretend that they cannot go in the general blood circulation. So they have some side effect. You have to understand this, even if you don't use for in an ear infection. But doesn't mean that they cannot go, they cannot target, and they cannot show toxicity. Damn, it's a little bit cold. Aminoglucoside. Yes, I I mentioned the group of those antibiotic. Beta lactam, penicillium, amoxi, ampicillium, and a lot of those. Hi, what's the purpose today? What do you mean, what's the purpose today? Because we are almost 2 hours in live stream, so you make the question, what do you mean with that question? What's the purpose? The subject. Oh, we have a different subject today, so you miss it, some subject, but I'm gonna upload the video and you have the chance to watch. We talk. I had it in the live stream of the day. A breeder of Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog. Uh, the connection was not so bad because uh, the location of her in Russia need to use VPN because YouTube is blocked. We talked about Maremana Bruzo breed, a brief history, origin, some traits of them. We talk about the other topic was the growth factor and the climate impact of in the growth in human and animals. Uh, and we are talking about from some drugs that use in human medicine and animal medicine that can be toxic and they can have impact, negative impact. So must be careful, and that's why I like Kangal dog very much. That's cool. That's good. Do you know what is the Kangal dog, or you call Kangal dog on every black mask dog that you see in the internet? Or do you have Kangal, or you are fans of the Kangal? Kangal is a mastiff dog. Actually, the Kangal is not you cannot classify Kangal as a modern mastiff. You can Kangal is classified as a mountain shepherd dog, and the anatomical structure of Kangal it's more close to the wolf than to the modern mastiff. It's like a wolfish appearance. Yes, of course, I know the Kangal. That's good. Yes, the head, the eyes, the lips. Mastiff beard type of head. Not even mastiff, modern mastiff doesn't have beard type of head at all. No. Uh, and this is not good at all. The classification, if you classify as beard head type, no, it's not. Mastiff has different type of head, by the way, because if you see the structure of the head doesn't give the structure of bear. The bear structure means wide and pointy to the snout. Mastiff that they can be wide head, but they are not pointy. Into the snout, to the nose. It's more square, so it's not beer tape. Beer tape head has Marema Abruzzo, for example. Uh, some type of livestock guardian dog in Georgia. They have those beer type, which is very wide. The forehead of them it's very wide, and they come pointy. That's a beer head. It's not a beer head. The mastiff. Mastiff come wide, and the snout it's wide and it's not pointy. It's square. Thank you. Your channel is very interesting. You are welcome, Levan. Kasharava. If I pronounce your name correctly. Our Georgian teddy bear. Yes, but not, for example, not modern Central Asian Shepherd dog doesn't have that bear head. Yes, it's white. Yes, they have big head, but it's like a blocky. It's not bear type head. The eyes too. It's not. Doesn't make sense. They have reckless. Bear doesn't have reckless. Bear eye are sharp, are not sleepy eyes. Short nose and white. It's short, it's wide, and it's square. It's not pointy. Bear has a pointy one. Where are you living? I'm living in United States. I can imagine them without cropped ears. Oh, livestock guardian dog, which are for performance, should have cropping ears. It's very important. Ears are radar for the dogs, for the animals. Ear are the radar. And if the radar is close, they cannot sense the smallest sound wave. It is very important that the radar should be open and the ears must be erected to have the form of the radar so the sound wave to crash to the ear. Ears for animals, you have to understand, because I talk a little bit about this topic. I don't believe those studies that say that dogs hear the same. How you can hear the same? You can hear the same if the ears are like this? Honestly, this doesn't make sense at all. Many studies are mediocre, fake study. Don't believe every study that they say. We know well in practice what happened. That the dog hear better. I'm talking about working dog. I'm not talking about pet. You can keep the pet as much as you want. They are just for commodity. They are just to release your stress, to play with them. But for working dog, it's important for them to be vigilant, especially the watchdog. The watchdog, which are livestock guardian dog. The main duty of them is to have sharp vision and superior hearing. It's very important for them. Hanging ears is mutation. You have to understand, is a mutations. The wolf doesn't has hanging ears, has erect ears. If you understand what I mean, sorry about this. And why in Europe it is banned? People in the past were not stupid to crop Europe. No, 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 no. People in the past are smart, has experience. Why it happened? Oh, it happened because the animal rights, something like that. So is this movement that uh, you cannot apply this for every stuff because uh, To do it for the aesthetic, it's different, but we don't do it for aesthetic in the livestock guardian dog. We we need them to be very sharp. It's different. If you do for the aesthetic, I understand, but we don't do for the aesthetic. We do for many purpose. One of them is being sharp and um, are able to catch every s- the smallest sound wave that come from the environment, because they have to deal with predator, they have to deal with thiefer, they have to deal with a lot of threats. The second one is when the ears is uh, erected from the infection, from the injury, they can heal better, much faster. It can heal. I'm gonna just give you an example. Have you seen that when your doctor bandage uh, the wound? I'm gonna just get example of the hand. If you have a wound and he just put some antibiotic, but he want to bandage. Have you seen that many times when the wound is bandaged, need longer period of time to heal, because this bandage give anaerobic microbes to develop, and the infection can uh, goes further. But when the hands is in the contact with the oxygen and you just put cream, the healing process it's much more faster. Why did LGD dogs adapt like wolves to have upright ears? German Shepherd and Spitz have about three. Okay. Let me tell you something. Why did not? Because domestication of uh, the first proto wolf dog was with erectic ears, and even the shepherd dog that was used, mostly this proto wolf dog first was used for hunting, like a supporter when people hunt. But because of the mutation, breeding them for the long period of time, they start to express this genetic mutation, and the ears and even the pointy tail, even the tail that get a curve is genetic mutation in the dogs because of the breeding. It happened. The German Shepherd, you have to study the German Shepherd origin. That's why German Shepherd is not archive breed. You have to understand this? It's not archive breed, and the breeder wanted that this uh, phenotype in the dog to be with erectic ears. That's why. And German Shepherd here very well. The other reason is why breeder in the past they allow the dog to have this. They allow the dog to have this because those Aboriginal dog, they have very similarity to the wolf. And if those erectic ears will still uh, breed in them, people cannot have cannot see too much different is a wolf or is a dog. For that reason, they can crop the ears, but you can see the difference on them. That's why they tend to breed those dogs with hanging ears and just crop them. They have a better looking and they have better hearing, but in the same time, they can recognize that it's not a wolf. That's why. Spitz have upright ears? Yes, Spitz has upright ears. Spitz are not used in livestock. And Spitz has the origin of Siberia and were in Siberia. So I'm gonna say Northeast Asia, Spitz. The origin of them is Siberia. So they spread in in Korea, in Japan, and you can find Spitz in China too. Not for working. Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Okay, do you want to continue the live? Do you guys have hold on a second, just checking. You guys want to discuss for more topics? I can give you an answer for a lot of questions that you have around the dogs. I think many people missed the live stream because we start in early morning, but with Julia, the breeder of Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd Dog, the line of Sagedarmada. I think you deserve to rest now. No, I'm resting in the same time, so I'm not doing hard labor. How you can organize stream with Julia? Stream? I can do a interview like a podcast with her. It's almost impossible because I know that even at home she gonna have this disconnection in internet. I'm pretty sure about that. I was there, I live there, so I know what happened. It's so slow. It's very slow. The VPN doesn't work well, and the VPN slow down. Especially for the live stream, you need very strong VPN. You need very strong uh, internet connection. Live stream is live stream. I've tried one time, if you remember, when I was in Kislovodsk, when I did a live stream, the internet connection was not the best. When I upload the video, I saw that. Even in that moment, I use it not with VPN, just with phone data, because when you are in present of Wi-Fi, you needed a VPN in that moment. I don't know now. It's like this. That do you need the VPN support when you use phone data? Because in the Wi-Fi, you need it immediately data. What are you talking about? You come too late to understand what I'm talking about. You can just scroll down and read the comment and you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. or you're gonna just click in the channel and see what the channel is about, and you're gonna figure it out what I'm talking about. So this is, Drajan, the only way that I can uh, take a clear view in details with Julia about breeding the Aboriginal Central Asian Shepherd dog. I can do this in details, but not live stream. Live stream is a little bit difficult now. If the situation will change, if they're gonna start to allow YouTube uh, in her place, it will be much easy. But the only way, and I was very sure that the connection will not be the best. And I told you guys that I'm gonna try to do my best by inviting her, but it's not her fault or my fault. She must use VPN. I'm gonna just try one more time to talk with her. Can you try to open the YouTube just with the phone data, which live stream consume a lot of data, to be honest. But I think they have unlimited package, so it will not be a problem. Unlimited package of internet data, and if she can use this without VPN, but I think no, not anymore. They block even data. They start to block even data without VPN, no, because we had the my wife complained the same thing, that she say, I even with phone data I cannot use this. She said I cannot use the YouTube application, the YouTube app. So it's like this. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream. I think was a long live stream. It's 2 hour 18 minutes. I try to do my best, but I will try next time to do it better. I'm gonna do the topic was interesting, was not just about Central Asian Shepherd dog, so I touch a little bit Marema Abruzzo, Maremano Abruzzo. I touch a little bit some medical field of the growth, which are important. We touch a little bit some drugs, which can be toxic. Uh, if you find yourself, you can, for the people that missing this live stream, they can go back and watch. I'm gonna upload this live stream. Uh, so I have to say, I wish for everybody have a good Sunday, and see you in the next live stream. Bye bye.